Assalamualaikum. My name is Aisha Earning Wali. I am student in Rehan AI Teachers Training Institute, Batch 21, Level 1. So I am here to conduct another session with. So let's ask Maya.
And what?
Hi, how are you?
Good, you?
I'm good.
Nice. What's on your mind today?
Yeah. So today, my topic is the benefits of journaling, how to start and stick.
Okay, that's interesting. I've heard people get a lot out of journaling. What sparked your interest in it specifically?
Okay, I'm asking question. What is journaling and why do people practice it?
Right, let me explain what journaling is. Essentially, journaling is regularly writing down your thoughts and feelings. People do it for a bunch of different reasons, like processing emotions, reducing stress, tracking progress towards goals, or just getting clarity on what's going on in their life. A lot of people find that physically writing things down helps them think through stuff more effectively than just letting thoughts swirl around in their head. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So, what
So,
specifically about of journaling are you curious about? Take take
suppose we do journaling. So, what should like we do? We write all the thoughts going in our head, or we write some important points or some important talks.
Good question. It's actually pretty flexible. There's no one right way. Some people just free write, dumping everything from their head onto the page without really editing. Others like to use prompts. You can find tons of journaling prompts online or in books that give you a specific topic to write about. Or you could focus on highlighting important points, maybe documenting your day in a kind of bullet point summary. It really depends what works for you and what you're hoping to get out of it.
Okay, so tell me, how can journaling improve mental clarity?
Okay, so journaling works as mental clarity magic in a few ways. First, physically writing forces you to slow down your racing thoughts. When you're just thinking, ideas bounce around messy and unstructured. Writing makes you actually articulate them clearly, like turning a tangled wire into straight threads. Second, it creates distance between your emotions and your rational brain, letting you see them more objectively instead of getting swept up. Third, patterns emerge when you see your thoughts on paper. You might realize triggers or recurring thoughts you didn't notice before.
Okay, so tell me, in what ways does journaling help reduce stress and anxiety?
Journaling really helps tackle stress and anxiety on a couple of levels. First, it's an outlet for emotional processing. You're actually getting those anxious thoughts out of your head and onto paper, which lessens their intensity. It's like releasing pressure. Second, regular journaling can help you identify recurring patterns of stress. You might realize certain situations or triggers cause specific anxieties. Once you're aware of those patterns, you can start developing coping strategies. Finally, it's a safe space. You can vent without judgment and let things out honestly.
Yeah, so how does writing our thoughts or affect our emotions?
When you write your thoughts down, it actually shifts how you process emotions. Just putting words to what you're feeling creates emotional distance. You're not totally consumed by it anymore because you're looking at it from an outside perspective. Studies show this act of externalizing reduces activity in the amygdala, the brain region tied to strong emotions. You're basically moving from reacting to experiencing. Does that make sense? It's kind of a neurological shift that happens when you put pen to paper.
Yes. So tell me,
Okay.
can journaling help in personal growth? How?
Journaling is huge for personal growth. When you regularly reflect in writing, you start to spot patterns in your behavior, identify limiting beliefs, and track progress towards goals. It's like having a record of your journey. You can look back and see how far you've come. It helps you understand your strengths and weaknesses better. Plus, through journaling, you
Yeah.
can experiment with different perspectives or problem solving without real world consequences, which is useful for growing as a person.
Yes, you're right. So, how does journaling improve self awareness?
Journaling builds self awareness by forcing you to spend dedicated time thinking about yourself, your beliefs, motivations, fears, and reactions. Like getting to know yourself without any distractions. You start noticing patterns you never realized were there. Maybe you always avoid conflict or you tend to overthink certain situations. The process also helps you get clearer on your values and what truly matters to you instead of just doing what feels expected or what society expects. Over time, that deeper understanding translates into more authentic living.
Yeah. So, tell me, what are the long term benefits of keeping a journal?
Okay. Sticking with journaling long term, that's when it really pays off. You'll see stronger emotional resilience. When tough stuff hits, you'll be better equipped to handle it because you've practiced understanding your emotions. It'll boost your self esteem, give you clarity on your purpose, and you'll likely have better mental health overall. Yeah, no, 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 no. Plus, future you
Yes.
will seriously thank you for having this record of your life. It's like a treasure trove of memories and insights you can look back on years later. You might notice shifts in your thinking over time or connect patterns that were invisible at first.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
what's your biggest challenge in
Very
starting
helpful.
something like this?
Like some, yeah, it's gonna be very good for us to shift our thoughts in writing, or sometimes it's gonna be really helpful to when we are in too much in stress. So when we write down it, we can feel easy.
Right, exactly. That's the smart observation. It's a way to deal with stress in the moment. But
Yeah.
what's the thing that would make it hard for you to actually start or keep it up? Like, what gets in the way?
There are different things like keeping things, and consistency is difficult, I think.
Consistency is a big one. Yeah. What do you think makes it hard to stay consistent with it?
Yeah. So my next question is, Maya, how can journaling improve decision making skills?
Good timing. Journaling can definitely sharpen your decision making skills by writing about past decisions, what you considered, why you chose what you did, and what happened afterward. You can review the situation objectively. You start spotting patterns in how you make choices and notice when your biases get in the way. Over time, that self awareness helps you make smarter, more rational decisions rather than purely emotional ones. It becomes a learning tool for better decision making going forward.
Yes. So, what is the
Does that
earliest way
with
for
what
a
you,
beginner to start journaling?
what beginner approach are you referring to? Reviewing past decisions?
Uh, what? I
Yeah, look,
can't understand. Can you tell me again?
sorry, I think there might be some misunderstanding. Are you saying you don't understand that beginner approach? Or, you talking about something else?
No, you asked something from me. I want to say
My
that. Can you
apologies.
repeat it?
Sure. I got ahead of myself there. I thought you were asking how journaling improves decision making, but I jumped ahead to describe one beginner technique without confirming. Here's that decision making explanation again. Journaling can sharpen your skills by reviewing past decisions, thinking through what you considered, why you chose what you did, and how it turned out. That helps you see patterns and biases in your approach.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes sense?
So tell me, Maya, what is yes? What is the earliest way for a beginner to start journaling?
Okay, the easiest way, just start small. Don't
Mm.
think you need fancy journals or elaborate prompts. Just grab any notebook and write for 5 minutes. Set a timer. Literally just start writing whatever's on your mind. No editing, no judging, just, stream of consciousness. Another beginner trick is just the three things approach. Write down three good things that happened today and why you appreciated them. Low pressure, quick, and it builds momentum.
Yeah, so tell me, how long should a journaling session be for beginners?
For beginners, start with just 5 to 10 minutes. Seriously, the goal is building the habit, not filling a novel. Consistency is more important than length at this stage. You can gradually increase the time as you get more comfortable. Maybe working up to 15 to 20 minutes after a few weeks. But honestly, some days you might just write one sentence, and that's totally fine.
Okay. So I think it's gonna be a good question. Is it better to journal digitally or on a paper?
That depends on what works best for you personally. Digital journaling, like using a laptop or phone app, is convenient. You can type quickly, it's searchable, and you can back it up easily. But paper journaling has a different feel. Some people find the act of handwriting makes them more thoughtful and intentional. And there's something nice about having a physical journal you can look back on. Honestly, try both and see which feels more natural and keeps you writing consistently. There's no right answer here, it's all about preference.
Preference or in which we feel easy or we enjoy?
Exactly. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable and actually want to write regularly. If you love
Yeah.
writing with a nice pen and a pretty notebook, go for it. If you prefer the convenience of typing on your phone during your commute, that's perfect too. The best method is the one you'll actually stick with long term.
Yeah.
What do
Thank
you
you so
think you
much,
prefer?
Maya. It's gonna be a good conversation with you.
Of course. I'm glad it was helpful. Have fun with your journaling journey. I think you'll find it really rewarding. Anytime you want to chat more about it, just reach out.
Okay, thank you.
You got it. Take care.